mic check, or if everything's working right.
Yeah.
I will just open the video on YouTube really quick. Can you talk real quick?
Yep. Checking. All good?
Yeah, we're good. I can hear both of us. So, hello guys.
Hello everyone.
Welcome back to another race here.
Exactly, second to last race of season 2. Just 2 more to go, and we will begin the qualifying session. So, lots of new guys joining, as you can probably tell. I think we have about half the grid new in here, actually, which is not bad.
I mean, we can talk real quick about them. I mean, we have Kevin Kral here, who's a new guy. We have Onyx here, who's a new guy in Group 4. He raced in the NASCAR event before. We have Kelo CZ, who's new. Also a new Czechish guy. 2 new Czechish guys. And that's it. 4 new guys.
Yeah, 4 new out of the 10 we have.
Yes.
Should have been 12 today, but some technical issues have happened, so...
Let's hop right into qualifying.
Leading we have Kevin Kral in the Cayman.
I don't think he's the first one.
I think he's...
Oh, no, Onyx is leading.
Yeah, that's just the Gran Turismo doing funny stuff. As we have actually Onyx, P1.
The field is pretty close together here at the start of the qualifying. Do you think it is a good decision here? I mean, the slipstream
I was about to say they should slow down to avoid the dirty air, but actually on here it might not even be bad.
I think we might see a team up here between those 2 Czechish guys.
Possibly. I think all of them will try to help each other out with the slipstream though.
Yeah.
But apparently Piloto Bares has decided he's not going to stay in the slipstream.
Nah, Piloto wants his own race, his own qualifying. As Kelo goes wide.
Samban, yeah. I was just looking at that. We can, we should probably watch the qualifying from Onyx with a very nice looking Honda, I think.
Yeah, as we hop into his first lap.
Cars bouncing around a bit.
Hello guys.
Looks like a bit of lag on my end, but so far so good. And actually no issues for any of the other guys. But Baptiste actually goes for a change in the pits, going for new tires, possibly trying to stay low on fuel, and Kelo goes out wide as well, so that will not do him well.
Is there also netcode at your console?
Yes. Some lag with Onyx, for example.
Yeah. But I think that's normal. He's also racing like that in the Cup Series.
Yeah. K Powell looking good, and most others also doing well.
Why is he lifting all the time? Does he I think he wants to get rid of some fuel here.
Who are we talking about?
Still Onyx, I'm still watching him. as he gets hit on the final corner of the first lap.
I mean, the tires are still looking good, so it's not a bad idea to burn off the extra fuel.
But I think now he needs to push.
Or maybe he can just go to the pits and go for a new set, but he won't be doing that, it seems. 158, I think this will be a 157. Very close. Zeke with a 159. Kevin Kral with a 2 minute, I think.
Yes, 2 minute too.
What Paris will be doing.
With
also
a 159.
Oops. And then Kello. Once they meet
2 minute 2.
Going on a pole.
Ah, I just missed Flatbread. What can Baptiste pull off here? Ah, he just came from the pits. And we had some issues between, I think it was Max Limit and Kello.
Yes, I think they were quite close on the final stretch. Helping some, but the other couldn't have felt safe enough. But yeah, you see Kello is actually flashing his lights. Probably trying to send a signal. I don't know if anyone will be able to get to Flatbread. I think that will be position secured.
A 156 is diabolic.
Indeed, I think that's a couple of seconds off the race pace in Group 3, so actually not bad.
It seems like Onyx is still burning some fuel here. Or does he might have issues with his controller or wheel?
I think he might be going... No, he's still not going in. I honestly have no idea what's going on, but he's done a much better lap this time. I think that's half a second he's gained.
Yeah, almost half a second. I think he was 3.6 or something behind.
Almost.
Yeah. As Kevin Powell crosses the finish line heading to turn 1. And he goes wide.
Baptiste as well. Yeah.
Ooh.
I see a lot of the Group 4 guys going out wide. I don't know what's happening. And Baptiste did a 159.8, I think. No,
oh.
That is
he's on mediums. Maybe that's the issue. Baptiste is running on mediums.
Yeah, everyone else is on softs. I have no idea why he's...
Ah, he just changed.
This.
He just changed. He just realized maybe we helped him with the stream.
Possibly.
As Shizik is hunting down Kalo here.
Just on the quali lap and we've got racing already.
I mean, we haven't talked about that Flatbread could win the championship or will win the championship today.
Yes, let's wait, let me do some checking of the stat sheet real quick.
That would be perfect.
So basically with one race left, Flatbread only needs to keep his 20 points advantage over P2, which I think will happen pretty much anyway, because the gap between them is 34. So Shizik would have to do P2 and a DNF from Flatbread.
Okay, yeah. That is pretty secure.
Yeah, I think he will be celebrating after today.
I also think so.
maybe a couple of invites from the Group 3 managers for a chat.
I definitely think so.
Because he's done a solid job this season. Only P1 and P2.
Yes, and the only other guy was the one French guy, I think. What was his name again?
Linotin, I think.
Linotin, right?
Yeah, but he won both times he joined, but unfortunately he could not attend more races, so we'll never know what could have happened.
Maybe next season. Maybe next season.
Possibly next season. And we have 72 in the barriers.
Who's in the barrier?
Wave 72 was, but no damage from what I can see.
Okay.
Although he is out of fuel, so I don't know why he's even going out. He's still on track. A couple of
As
seconds
Flatbread
left.
sets the new fastest sector time.
He'll have a bit of traffic, but I don't know, will that move out of the way for him to do his lap?
I maybe think that could help him. He might have the right timing to overtake him after chicane with enough slipstream.
Yeah, possibly, as long as he doesn't mess up his run through the chicanes. And I think that will be a penalty for going wide. Or not, apparently.
Nope.
Anyway,
no penalty.
that will be a very similar lap time, because he was only 13 thousandths off.
I'm pretty impressed that Max Limit can hold up so pretty well.
Exactly, up into P2.
I mean, he's driving the Genesis,
which should be the best car.
Right. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty interesting
At least
to see.
One of the.
So to see the race pace of those guys.
So far we have 1 in the 56, 3 in the 57s, 3 in the 58s, and then 59, 2 minutes and 1 second then. So quite close, I think.
Quite close, yeah. Yeah, I mean, turn 1 could be really interesting here.
So just waiting a bit for everyone to change their settings.
Mm-hmm.
As Flatbread is just setting up his Wi-Fi a bit better, so let's see if we'll have to redo this session.
Okay.
Okay, so we will have to. I mean, actually, I don't even know if we'll have to redo the lobby or not.
Can you see who is watching here? Can some of you guys commented something if you're from ERE?
How many people have we got on?
5 right now.
Oh, that's quite a number.
We are popular.
Indeed. Okay, so we will have to. Wait, let me announce lobby restart, as we need to redo the lobby because I cannot change to custom order right now.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so in case anyone's watching, we are restarting for Flatbread to fix out his internet issue. And let me change the room settings.
Just let me know when you restarted the lobby.
we should be good now.
Okay. Perfect, here it is.
Once everyone gets their cars, we will begin the sorting of the drivers, and then we are good to go.
Okay.
So I'm interested in seeing how the race will go. I think Group 3 was fairly clean. Now we had a couple of small issues, but
Yeah.
overall it was pretty okay.
I think
close racing.
lap
think
one
you-
lap 1 was a little bit chaotic, especially
Yeah.
corner 3.
Yeah, lap 1 was not ideal, but I think did you get a podium or did you lose out on the end? with the
I
fuel?
lose out on the end. I got forfeit on the final straight.
Close, because I saw he kept gaining on you, and at the end I saw the chat.
Yeah, I refueled a little bit too less, and I had to fuel save too much at the end. Kevin just said we need to wait for him.
Which Kevin?
Kevin,
Kevin Kral. Yeah,
Yes, the Czechish guy. He wrote in the chat. We will wait for you, Kevin. 6 guys watching right now. Hello. It's interesting to see. I think we now have 3 Ferrari entries here with the 458. Baptiste, Flatbread,
Ferrari seems
and
popular.
I think Kevin Powell was also on the. No, Kalo was also on the Ferrari.
Yeah, so just waiting for a couple of guys. I hope we can get on going in the next couple of minutes.
Chris missed his quali. No problem. You can still join and clean up the field from behind.
Who? Who do we have?
Chris Boo. I think that's his Sanglier. Sanglier is writing in the chat.
He should be joining now if he wants to.
Flatbread is also, his Wi-Fi kicked him out of the lobby, he said.
Well, I hope it will work. I don't want to restart again.
Oh, it's Baptiste, not Sanglier. Oopsie.
Ah, yeah, he was also in the lobby before.
Yeah.
No news there.
Have you already made the order of the qualifying?
Yeah, I have it ready, but I think we might need one more guy to join.
Yeah, there was one more guy. Who is missing now? Baptiste is here, Flatbread, Max Limit, Paul, Onyx.
And one more lobby change because I forgot to set by host.
Oh no.
Kevin Kral is not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, if you have a custom downforce setup, you have to redo it every time I change a lobby setting.
Yeah.
Which must be annoying.
So let's wait a little bit more. Let's give him 1 or 2 minutes, and then if he cannot.
So on the fourth
Sure.
try, should we restart the lobby again?
Nah, not again.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been the fourth time, as he says. Let me at least set up the grid order.
Yeah, Baptiste also told us he had a little bit an issue in the quali. I was thinking that he was running for P1 last week on the race at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, but it's also the track characteristics, right?
That's true. That's true. But I mean, based
again,
on the
we
car,
have Flatbread in the same,
yeah, right.
the same car still doing well.
Incredible laps.
So I've got them reordered. I just want him to rejoin.
Kevin, are you coming?
I mean, at least we have some people talking about the F1 game, so...
Yeah.
Let's see.
So... The guys are just waiting to start.
No news from Kevin. We'll do 1 more minute and then we are starting.
Okay.
So, let's see.
I mean, at least we have Baptiste, who's running some laps for us to show.
Still no news, I guess we are starting. Hope everyone is ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so into the spectating menu and all the information should be visible for
Perfect.
me.
So, we have Flatbread followed by Max Limit. Then comes Onyx and Powell.
Yeah, I think something like that, Powell, let's say. And a bit of contact at the back with
Okay.
Kero on the outside. So I'll just give a little rundown of the tires.
Oh, Pilota goes wide. Okay.
And
Oh,
he's still on, at least.
he's still on.
So we have everyone on the mediums except for Onyx on the hards, Wave 72 on the hards, and Kello on the softs. So it will be
Hello
interesting
on the
to see.
softs.
Yes, I think he might be going for a 2-stop. Oh, as he pushes Piloto Barres.
Oh, Shizik also pushed a little bit in front. Or at least it looked like that. It's a little bit laggy to watch.
Yeah, it is a bit laggy, unfortunately. It looks like the Mitsubishi is lacking a bit of the top speed, or the acceleration at least.
As Max Limit and Flatbread are only divided by half a second.
So let's take a look at P3 and P4. We just had a pass, I think. As we
Oh,
just see
Shizik!
Kevin. Oh, Shizik is out. Shizik is out with quite a crash. As Kelo also has gone out. And I think C. Baptiste as well. It can't feel good, unfortunately. We have side-by-side guys going in P5 and P6.
Kevin just joined the lobby. Unfortunately,
It's
the
very
race just...
unfortunate.
As Pilota goes on the outside of Kelo. I think that's a great move in turn 1. Can he make it
Yep.
stick?
Oh,
Oh, both of them
No.
go wide.
he made it stick, but to the wall, I think.
I was just watching him, he was just off screen. So we have Powell going up to P4, I guess?
Yeah, looks so. Up into P4, and we have like 4 cars with damage.
Shizik, Pilota, Wave, I guess? And
Yeah,
who's...
yeah, wave a bit.
As Powell goes wide, but he stays away from the wall. I mean, Shizik is so dead. How long can he
Yeah.
make it with such a damage?
At least it's only on the rear, right? So
It's only
no,
on the rear.
I'm interested in seeing him on the straight. You know, if he has to
Yeah,
keep the wheel turned or not.
as Flatbread can gain almost 2 seconds on max limit, heading into the last corner. I think we will definitely see the fastest lap right here.
And the fuel usage between them is very close. Onyx slightly lower, Kelo way lower.
I mean, Kelo is pushing really hard. He's
Yeah,
on the
he's
soft.
also he's up from almost last place, I think, if not
Yes.
actually last place.
I think it
So
was
would make
P8 or
sense
something.
I think maybe after yeah, I don't know who was last, but yeah, Powell is just gaining on Kelo unless he goes out wide. That was a bit unstable.
As there's already building up some gaps here.
Yeah, closest things we have are P4 and P5 and then P6 and 7, I think. So these are the chases
Pilota and
we...
Baptiste, those two guys.
And it would seem to me that Max Limit actually has a better top speed than Flatbread.
Okay.
So he is gaining. He was at 2.3 seconds, now he's at 1.7. And I think this might be the fastest lap of the race actually.
Yes.
So 1.7, 1. Yeah, in the corners this is where he loses a bit of time, but on the straights he's just gaining. Onyx
Incredible.
taking the chicane, so let's see if that will be a penalty. Yeah,
Whee!
1 second.
1 second. So
Will
Powell
Powell be able
might
Yeah.
talk on.
Yeah, I was just saying let's see if he will be able to make the most out of that penalty. It's 3 seconds. Either way, that will bring him closer. But I don't know if he'll be close enough to overtake before third one.
As Pilota also has a penalty here, and Baptiste can make a little gap here. And Shizik still out with the damage.
I think everyone's out with the damage, no one going for the pits.
Crazy to see. crazy to see those guys out with the damage. I mean, if you have a one-stop strategy and get damage so early in the race, you really need to stay out and make the best out of this situation.
And you have probably, I don't know, maybe 13 minutes left till the first stop, so
yeah,
it will be a long way to go. And
how is
also when
Shizik
you
looking
have
on
damage,
tires?
so Shizik looks okay. The fronts are worn out more than the rears.
Oh, and max limit has a penalty. That really throws him off. A whole second.
And he's actually, yeah, he's closing in on Flatbread, so this is a huge disappointment, I think. I think this will be interesting. I'm curious to see if even with the penalty, he might be able to actually get his first win.
Yeah.
Because the strategy looks very close, and
they're both running mediums, right?
Yeah, both running mediums. Flatbread slightly worse rears and Max Limit slightly worse fronts. But the fuel is very similar and he's simply faster on all straights. I think that will put him back to
3 seconds, 3.5.
Yeah, let's see, 3 seconds. Yeah, it would seem like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And yeah, the bad thing is that it also throws you off for this first corner, you know, because you don't know the braking point anymore.
Yes. It's really difficult to get the first corner right if you're not going full speed there.
Yeah, and back in P5 and 6, 2 more Ferraris having a fight. So that's 18 seconds behind the lead in just 8 minutes. So we have a 3-second gap between P1 and P2. Actually 3.2 now.
Yeah, let's see if Max Limit can close this gap now.
So on this straight, right now he has 3.269. And let's see.
Let's see if the bus stop will help Max Limit or throw him off.
No, I'm actually thinking maybe Flatbread was doing a bit of fuel saving because now he's actually getting further away. Or it could have been a slow exit from Max Limit. Who, as he cuts the corner again, I just hope that won't be another penalty. And he looks safe, I think.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, so he's not gaining as much on the straights.
Onyx is losing on the Lamborghini of Powell.
And
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
look at him go. It's because he's on soft. He needs to pit.
Wait, who are we talking about? As P5 and P6 are still fighting a bit.
Sorry, it was Kalo who was on the soft.
Very close. No.
That was a contact move here from Kalo and Baptiste.
And damage for both. Baptiste with no damage, and yeah, I think Baptiste just closed the session, it would seem.
Yes, I also think so.
Which is unfortunate.
That's pretty rough. I mean, it throws you off that you don't get a good quality time. Then your buddy is not here, who's always racing with you, and then you get a crash like that.
Yeah, I kind of hate it. So Shizik with the first pit. I think he'll be going on the hards, I guess. I'm actually not sure.
What will Shizik pick?
I'd say anything other than the mediums is just a death sentence in terms of strategy.
Powell is closing the gap even more on Onyx. It seems he might catch him here.
He
has a slow exit.
Again.
Yes.
Oh, 1.5 seconds, yeah.
That's incredible.
You know, consider those 1.5 seconds for the size down number plate on the hood.
Yeah.
But anyway, he has a huge gap behind, so no need to worry about that. But you know, Onyx will definitely feel a bit less pressure now.
Oh, nope. As he goes wide.
Maybe too little pressure, actually, now. As he loses, what, about a second, I think?
Yes. Eskela makes a really good entry.
So I'll let you know that Shizik has gone for the hards, and because of such an early stop, he's getting the blue flags now, so...
Yeah. So he's in the field right now.
Yep. And yeah, Max Limit has gained a 10th in the last lap, but he has, you know, he has like 2% less fuel, so once he gets to the pits, that will mean he's 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, okay. Kilo also in the pits. Will he stay with his strategy with the softs?
I think he'll just go on the hards and finish the race like this.
Could be the best decision to make, but I'm not sure.
And so Shizik back up into P7. And let's see. Whoa! Flatbread seems to be going out wide as Shizik is on the track, and he was ghosted. I thought Max Limit would go right into him, but now we have a 1 second gap between Flatbread and Max Limit. I don't know, this is starting to look interesting.
What happened with Shizik? I didn't saw it.
So I just saw him spun in turn 1, and he was like perpendicular on the track, and Flatbread had to go out a bit. But even without that, the gap still was 2 seconds. So somehow Max Limit managed to find the second. And now it's down to only 1, so...
Yeah, I mean...
Now to keep that position.
In such a situation, the guy with more balls wins. So I guess Max Limit went more throttle than Flatbread.
And so far there's been no overtake, so I think that's what counts at the end of the day.
As Max Limit closes the gap. He will get under a second here on this straight.
Yeah, he'll also get the slipstream, which will help.
Yeah, but the bus stop is the chicane where Flatbread is really strong.
Yeah, and the dirt here really does not help around there.
Nah.
He's actually closing in about 10 tenths per calculation, I guess. No, per refresh of the in-game. Oh, as they both go out a bit, like off the ideal line.
Almost make contact.
I don't know if I've seen Flatbread making such mistakes before.
No, he was driving very consistently.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but if we think about it, yeah, the fuel is in favor of Flatbread, so that will help him keep his lead. That will gain him enough seconds. But the tires.
But it seems like Flatbread is loving the grass a little bit too much.
Yeah, he just lets the get off the mowing the grass, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Limit now under 9/10.
Come on, Max. Push it.
Yeah, now this oh, I see he cuts off the chicane again.
Ah. No, he's fine.
Oh, as they both go into the pits, and you see 6 liters difference.
Yeah.
That's
huge. That's huge.
So that will be 20 minutes. They'll both go on the mediums. Now, if for 18 laps you used 65 liters, they'll only need to refuel to like 75.
Yeah.
So.
As Powell also goes in the pit again.
Powell, is that his second stop?
Yes, he was on a softs before. No, I'm not. I mistook him for Kello. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So let's see. I want to see if they time the fuel right, or if they just go full tank, because it makes sense to try and keep the least fuel.
Yes. As we see, Pilota Barese and Powell on under 30 fuel. That's crazy. Under 30 liters.
Yeah, so you see Flatbread. Oh, something happened. Did you see that? There was some, I don't know, pass through.
No.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, for me, every time a car leaves the pits, it's like they crash into an invisible car or something. There's sparks coming off and whatnot.
Okay. The gap is now 9 seconds between Flatbread and Max Limit.
Yeah. Conserving the fuel, that's really what matters. And I think we've seen before as well that the Genesis just cannot do that. No, I think this is the main issue of the Genesis. I think we could see Onyx maybe trying to go for a set of softs at the end of this this lap.
Could be an interesting strategy.
Wait, sorry, not this lap, but in maybe 2 or 3 laps actually, because he has 20%.
As we are watching Pilota Barese hopefully close the gap a little bit on Powell, I will just be back and I need to go to the toilet real quick.
Yeah, keep on the stream, so we'll be solo for like a minute or two, and Actually, I don't know who we are watching on the stream because I have my own POV. So let's just do a quick review. We have Wave just out of fuel. I don't know if he was running on fuel saving or just ran out as he came into the pits. And yeah, the gap between max limit and flatbread, about 10 seconds. I don't think he'll be able to catch up in 10 seconds because the pace is too close. You know, he was able to close those 2 seconds, but 10 is just too much. Unless flatbread makes a mistake, which is possible. Then who do we have? Powell in P4 with a decent gap of 3 seconds to P5. And who else? The Czech Skoda of Kello in P6, 12 seconds behind Barres. Wave will be refueling. That was quite some bad fuel saving on the Mustang. You know, in 22 minutes down to 0 when compared to the other cars. And Onyx down from P1.
Was Wave on 0 fuel?
Yes, Wave was on 0 fuel. I don't know if he ran out mid lap or just at the end, but I think he is also lapped, right?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. It will be nice to see some shorter pit stops in season 3.
Yes, yes.
These are long. I don't know, maybe should we do 3 times speed?
I think we should talk about that, but 3 times would, in my opinion, not be the solution. But I have some other ideas in mind, which we should talk about. Yeah.
About the fuel or other stuff?
Yes. Fuel. What you can do there.
I mean, we have the closest gap we have is between P4 and P5, 3 seconds. So I guess you can share your ideas with the viewers.
What if we start with a little bit less fuel than on 100%? So you really need to pit.
But then you would kill, for example, you would kill a one-stop strategy.
Yes.
If you start with less fuel.
Yes. I would also make another rule by making them switch to both compounds, or to 2 different compounds, like softs and mediums, or mediums and hards, or whatever you like. But that's just my opinion in what would make this a little bit more interesting.
Medium and hard. Oh yeah, you can have that required in the lobby settings, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, or I mean, there is someone commentating, there is someone watching, and if someone goes to the on the same tires again and again, then you can. I think there are some ways to find those guys and say, don't do that. You get a penalty. You get a point reduction or something. Yeah.
Yeah, or a DSQ or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, if you require, I guess, the mediums and the hards.
Yeah. That would kill all.
I guess nobody runs on the softs anyway.
We also have someone commentating that we should make using 2 different compounds mandatory. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yes. but not to mandatory mediums and mandatory hards. If you want to run 3 soft stints and a medium stint, do it. Go for it.
But that could be actually proposed for next season. I'll add that to the polls list we have.
Yeah. As Keller leaves the room.
Oh, Kilo as well. You know, I think we started with maybe the most attendance of the past couple of weeks, and we might end with the least.
That's totally true. I mean, the race is also starting to get really boring at this point. Max Limit has closed the gap a little bit, but is now serving a penalty.
And Onyx 30 seconds behind P2. I don't know, maybe next season we actually get some more activity with the team's idea and all the reserves.
Yeah, I think
I hope so at least.
There really is missing a point or a schedule for the guys between the weeks. When we were in Group 4 last season, we had a little bit of a team together who trained like 4 or 5 times throughout the week. I don't see that here anymore. I think they are only running laps by themselves. So maybe that would help if they learn from each other, learn from some faster guys here.
Yeah, especially with the faster guys we have. You know, I think Hotshot is down to... Oh, is Onyx still on track? Yeah. I thought he was just going the wall because of the lag. So...
I also thought
yeah,
Hotshot and Wiki were announcing something in the direction of a racing academy or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see what happens next season with all the academies.
Yes.
So after
I just realized you spoiled officially now that there will be teams in Group 4. So now we can talk open about that. So
yeah, I think we can do an overview and max limit 2 more seconds of penalty.
Yeah, he really tries to push hard, but I don't think that will last. So yeah, we were talking about the Group 4 teams.
Yes. So it was decided that we would officially implement I don't know, 80% similar system in Group 4 like we do in Group 3. So the same managers from Group 3 have the same teams, and we'll be running a pre-season in the first week after this season ends, right? And all Group 4 drivers or all the new sign-uppers will join the session, and then they can talk with the manager to join their team. And there won't be any economy, so basically, you know, you just talk based on how well you get along, I guess.
Yeah.
And there will also be solo drivers. So once the grid is filled, you know, there will be 6 or 8 or 10 more reserve drivers to fill out in the weeks when we don't have a full grid.
So John said there should Group 4 should mirror Group 3. Based on what you said, it basically does that. The 80% were just based on the economy thing. So you have and 0, or am I right?
The race one more thing.
Yeah.
The cars, we won't have the same manufacturer rule for the car. So you can still choose your own car, but the liveries have to be the same and the same as the ones in Group 3. Right? Yeah. So all the Group 3 and Group 4 cars have the same livery, even though, you know, you might have a BMW and a Porsche or something.
Sorry, I need to open the chat on my phone real quick to read the whole comment. So, we should also retire the championship winning cars for the following season. I don't know. I don't really know.
this just goes against the new rule we have, where
Yeah.
you get to keep your car, sort of, if you want to keep your car,
Yeah.
as a manager, and you're like 30 minutes late to the registration, you still
Yeah.
have the priority for
Yeah.
like 1 hour, because it's the car you've had already. So
Yeah.
and same applies to the championship winning guys, such as Nicolas and Flatbread as well, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a bit annoying to see so many guys running the same cars, because we have like 4 Ferraris and
Three Ferraris.
3. Okay. The idea initially, what I proposed was to have, if you choose Ferrari in Group 3, you also get the Ferrari in Group 4, right, for both drivers, but it's very unbalanced in Group 4, so it wouldn't have been really fair.
Yeah, the difference between Group 3 and 4 is too big for that.
Yeah, so you get to choose your own car in Group 4. And it doesn't have to match the teammate's car.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking about the press releases we will see at the beginning of the season. Picture with 4 cars. Indeed. Picture with 4 cars.
Yeah, I think that will look good. It seems like a more complete team now.
Yeah.
And we'll need to get the final team manager, as we only have 6 out of the 7 needed. And if we don't, we'll have to see what we do with the drivers joining.
Yeah.
And, I think
John said, what cars do we have in... what car would you have for next season, assuming teams in Group 3? I think there will be a return of the Porsche. The McLaren will stay. What cars do you also think we will be seeing in season 3?
Wait, let me think. I'll try not to use any of the information I know, right? Because of tickets and stuff.
He just said Ferrari. In the chat.
I know. Let's see. Ferrari. Wait, who's saying this?
John, I don't know who the guy is. Unfortunately, I don't know who John.
Yeah, okay.
John Oredea, 73. I don't know. Maybe
it's Ayrton. It's Ayrton Jenna.
It's Jenna? Oh,
yes.
Hello Jenna. He will say the M6 endurance.
So far we have Porsche, M6, McLaren. What else? I'm sorry for not talking about the Group 4 race, but the gap is just incredibly big. Yeah. I have no idea what other cars could be returning. I think maybe the Nissan. I'm not sure.
The Nissan? I honestly gotta say, someone will pick the AMG.
Yeah, we had that in season 1, I think.
I don't think we will see the Corvette again. I think maybe they will switch to a Viper.
Oh, yeah, that could work.
Can we see Shizik? Of course, we can see Shizik.
I should actually also start working on the spreadsheet, I think.
Yeah, so if you want to race in a league with teams in Group 3 and 4, you know where to find us.
So Wave 72 had a small flash.
He's also getting blue flagged by Onyx, and Senna just said that the AMG and the GTR are good cars. Yes, indeed they are. They were both used in a league race I raced earlier that day. Really fast cars in league races.
You know, I would personally like to run the Audi for next season, but I think it's not good enough, right? It's a bit slow.
I also think that yes, unfortunately.
Very disappointing because I think it's a nice looking car. It's an Audi. So.
I mean, if we implement more tuning, then there are more cars viable to race.
Yeah, I think that will also be coming. So for next season, I expect. I think we might just stick to body height and how do you call it? Anti-roll bar. I think those two maybe, and then see for the following seasons what else we can add.
Maybe also we could experiment a little bit during the season and change between the races on feedback of the car of the drivers.
Yeah, but you know, we had, for example, the fuel, you know, and everybody wanted to change it, but only for the following season. So.
Yeah, I mean, we could also make a poll about that. So if there are gonna be changes with the tuning, there can also be. I just forgot the words in my head. Let me think about it real quick.
So, as
go on, please.
We are talking about this, Nicolas has 3 pole positions in a row now.
That's crazy. The guy's flying.
Oh, and FYI, we have Powell and Piloto Barres within 2 seconds. And we are almost on the last lap. Actually, yeah, this will be the last lap, the next lap. So let's see if they can actually get a pass on Barres, who's very slow on the straight and has no damage, but he's low on fuel. So let's see if he'll be able to finish the lap. And is that a pass done? Yeah, looks like it.
He can stick it, yeah.
P4 for Powell.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the final overtake of the race.
Exactly, I think so as well.
Let's watch those two guys race. I mean, it's the closest gap we got. Yeah, setting-wise, I would also talk about differential. I mean, with the torque, you can really change the behavior of a car, so that could make really odd cars possible next season.
Yeah, I think that's an option, but I would possibly keep it for maybe season 4 or something, you know, have it as a gradual change, possibly.
Yeah, so like every season a little bit, the rules expand a little bit more.
Over the seasons, yeah, in like season 4 or something.
As Zena asked which tracks we will see next season.
Yes, I cannot share that yet. Oh, and we have Wave 72 doing donuts, I guess. Or just spin. Yeah, so I cannot say which tracks we'll have yet. But the calendar is ready, so 10 races and 3 poles for some of those.
Okay,
that is what we will be seeing.
So, we are waiting for Shizik and Flatbread and Max Limit. As Flatbread crosses the line. And I don't think Max Limit can finish his lap. Or can he?
Yeah, I think he can. I think he has enough fuel for that.
And the time?
And the time should also be enough, I think. Because it's only 30 seconds behind P1, so
Okay.
20 points for Nicolas, as per usual.
Perfect. Another race in the books. Yeah, congratulations,
Indeed.
Flatbread, on winning the championship. Crazy, crazy. Pole position. But the fastest lap was set by Max Limit.
Yes, the fastest lap was set by
Can you
Max
invite?
Limit.
Should I? Can you invite the other guys?
In the session we have here.
Yes.
Yes, just give me a minute. So saving the replay, and now, so Max Limit, Onyx, and Flatbread. Let me check.
Yes, yes, yes. Those three guys.
Flatbread, Onyx, and
No problem, Jenna.
wait a second. I'm just looking for. Yes, finally. Let's see who will be joining the interviews.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there.
I'm doing good.
Yep, same here.
So everyone joined,
This was-
right?
Yes, I think so.
Everyone joined, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We should first make sure that you have the settings so you can be heard on the stream. So if you have the party voice chat menu open, just head to the three dots and then go to the voice chat settings and scroll to share your voice. So this should be on PlayStation 5 at least.
Yeah, you should be able to hear me.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Okay then.
I think we should switch it from here and start with Flatbread with the winner here. The last times we started with the third place, now start with first place. Flatbread, how you feel about winning the championship?
Yeah, pretty good, I think. You know, it's like the group 4, so could do better like next season. But yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah,
I mean, it was a pretty dominant season from your side, so hopefully you got some more competition up there.
yeah, I hope to be challenging Nicholas maybe next season.
Yeah.
But I think there's could have been people who could have challenged for races more who didn't show up as much this season. But yeah.
Are you already in talks with some guys, with some managers?
One of the Knox messaged me.
Okay.
But that's it so far. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any more information you wanna give us, or is that?
No, that's it.
Okay. Okay. And thanks for joining us. Enjoy your W, and we will see you next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Congrats again, mate.
Thank you.
So, Cameron, will you go on, or would you go on?
Yeah, so next up we have Max Limit, I think.
Yes.
P2.
How are you doing?
So, I'm good. You?
Doing well.
So I was just about to ask, how did you feel maybe comparing the first half of the race with the second? Because in the first half we thought we were really close to Flatbread, you know, but those penalties seem to have taken you out of the run. So
Yeah,
think...
I was my own worst enemy this time.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like an interesting pace from you. You were able to get quite close. to Flatbread, and we were excited to see close racing.
Yeah, I was trying to pace myself with him. I've been working with him in the practice lobbies, and he's been helping me with the fuel trim and settings. And he's a really fast guy, so he's a good person to follow.
Oh, I love to hear the teamwork between the guys.
Yeah, he's a really helpful person. He's past couple of races, he's helped me give me advice on, you know, strategies, and I've followed it, and it's been helpful.
Nice. I'm really happy to hear that you guys are working together.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
He
good.
deserves the championship.
Definitely. So, last guy on our list, Onyx, you still here?
Yeah. Yes, I'm still here.
So, first race, first podium in Group 4, sorry. Great race from your side?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy, mainly because my strategy worked as intended. But I'm still a bit mad because right at the beginning I knew when Flatbread and Max Limit just checked out, I had no chance.
Yeah. I mean, you joined pretty late, so you didn't have that much experience with the Group 4 car, right?
I mean, I've been playing GT7 since launch, and I've had enough experience in Group 4 cars, but I'm not in league racing,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a little bit different here. Group 4 cars are really slow compared to Group 3.
Yeah, but other than that, I wanted to say congratulations to Flatbread on winning the championship.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I also think you will see us next season again in Group 4 if you're joining.
well, I'm certainly hoping that I can join in.
I think you definitely have the pace to join next season.
Yeah, I think we are talking about Group 4, right?
Yes, Group 4. He hasn't made enough races for Group 3 yet, so he cannot join. Yeah. So.
This was
I
actually
think
my
you have a
first
good
with
shot too.
this league.
Yes,
course.
yes.
Well, good job.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
it's what a really good race.
Yeah. Not a bad way to start, right?
Not at all.
Yeah, on the podium.
Okay.
Only good things to come. I guess we have to get going and start the cup lobby.
Yes.
So then, thanks everyone for joining today, and you guys for the interviews as well.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
You too. See you next week.
Goodbye.